it'll be getting quite a lot of attention. Gorgeous Series 1 E-Type. That is a beautiful engine. Today on Car Traction we will be heading off to the Combermere car meet imminently, but today there's a bit of a twist because today we're not taking the Anglia or Little Dodge over there. We will be taking our 1940 Dodge VK62B Transporter used by Dennis Poor to race his Alfa HC35. Sadly there isn't actually an Alfa in there at the moment. You can see the sign writing on the side. My dad found this in '95, is that right? And had it restored, although you did a bit of the restoration. And it's just such a spectacular thing. Hasn't it appeared on my channel? I would go into more depth, but I don't have time. But you've done a few videos about it, haven't you? So
you've got a video of you driving it, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I've actually driven this truck.
Right, first gear, clutch. What could go wrong?
Yeah, as I said, if you want to see a more in-depth look at this truck, head over to my dad's channel, Old Classic Cars. He does a bit of a proper walk around of it and all the fascinating history. It used to be an RAF crew bus in the Second World War and then was bought by Dennis Poor to race his Alfa HC35. But yep, check out Old Classic Car for all that content. Here's the interior. Sorry about the weird lighting there, but we've got all the period set up in there with all the old cans and things. We're all about period setups and things looking right. This truck doesn't get to many shows. I think it's the first show it's been to in about a year or so, but yeah, we're both very excited to take it today to the Combermere car meet. It's something very different and should attract quite a lot of attention. Moderns parking there's a bit annoying. Granddad's followed us in the Jeep, but he's just moving the Jeep because we realised they wanted to put a few cars there. There's a bit of a weird squeak here. Anyway, we're here in the fantastic 1940 Transporter. My voice is very cracky at the moment, I'm sorry if it goes ugh. Anyway, here we are. I think it'll be getting a lot of attention. But yes, we are definitely the first ones here. Even the organiser Steve isn't here yet. We've made it. And Dad's moving the Jeep. And here we are. I think that'll certainly stand out from the modern sports car lot. It's the only remaining Dodge VK62B. Some of them were made into buses and other things. I know I've seen a photo of one which was made into a sort of travelling circus type thing. But this one of course was bought by Dennis Poor to store his Alfa Romeo HC35. Sadly we don't have the Alfa Romeo, about 6 million plus for that, but we have the truck which is the second best, but yeah, it's the only one of its type, so it's a pretty special thing. And I think, as I've probably said about 5 times already, it'll be getting quite a lot of attention just because it's so different. Dad found this truck in 1995 at Donington, doing his usual thing of being a bit curious and looking where he's not meant to look really. But this is what it looked like. It went under like a 15-year restoration or something like that. And wow, it was a pretty crazy thing. This is our information board with all the photos of Dennis Poor with it in period. If you want to read the history on that, then just pause the video. The organisers turned up and a VW Beetle's just come in. Arriving now is a Honda S2000, a 944 and an early 911T. A few more cars coming in now. Porsche, and I'm not actually sure what that is. Is it like a Mark III Supra? I think it is. Yeah, Toyota Supra. We have a Caterham, another Caterham, and then a Boxster behind those. A couple of nice cars coming in now. We've got a Datsun 240Z. I absolutely love those. Followed by an MGB GT with the racing roundels debumpered. That looks very good. So the Caterham does some maneuverings. I absolutely adore these Datsun 240Zs. They're such a great looking and sounding car, aren't they? Absolutely love them. The MGB behind is very nice also.
240Z.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? I must say, I do like the MGB behind it as well.
Happy to go there?
Off he goes somewhere. Looks good debumpered. Loads of things are coming in now as the Boxster reverses. Got the Datsun already here. There's another Porsche Carrera, another old 911 Turbo if my camera will focus. Peugeot 205. Another 911 over there and a Triumph Stag, but I'll make sure to get those. Porsche's reversing. I like that 911 Turbo. It's a nice one. Then there's actually a 911 Targa of the same shape just behind the 205. There's the Triumph Stag getting hidden behind the 911 Targa. Absolutely love these Datsun 240s. It's one of my favourite Japanese cars, definitely. Such a great shape. I think they also look good with the samurai body kit, but I like the sort of E-Type-esque headlight covers with this one. Really, really nice car. Great sounding car as well. Such a cool shape, I think. You also had the 260 and 280Z, but those are like the larger bumpers at the front, so 240Z is the best in my opinion. I'll have a brief perusal of this row, which is gradually going towards our truck at the back now. So we've got this lovely MGB GT, debumpered with the sort of white elements matching the racing roundels. I love the painted registrations. I always say this, but it just makes cars look so much sportier, as does debumpers or debumpered cars. And sorry, that's one of the voice cracks I'm talking about. And the roundels there. Got a racing steering wheel in there as well. This looks like a very fun little sports car. Also got the nice Mini Light-esque wheels. All sorts of within period modifications. Not concours, but then again that's how it would have been done. You can see it's not like perfect. That's probably just because it's like eroded away a bit, but I think it actually looks better a bit. I would not want to say scruffy, but sort of used, because that's the way these things would have looked in the 60s, and this is how they probably would have been modified. A few more Porsches here. I like the old 911 Turbo here. Ooh, very shiny rims. Really love the shape of 911. I just love how the rear arches sort of taper out, no sort of bad joins or creases there to accommodate the flat six engine. Not quite sure what size it is, but it's just such a lovely car, I think, especially from the back. Those wide arches, they just look so good. But this one's absolutely pristine, of course, with the ducktail spoiler that all Porsches should have, I think. That is a very, very cool car, isn't it? There's a few racing stickers on the side. We've got Spa-Francorchamps there, and something to do with Le Mans. Sorry for the weird exposure there, there's a bit of reflections going on. But yeah, that's really, really nice, isn't it? Yes, just from the back, they look so good, don't they? They really, really do. Then we have a 1.9 litre Peugeot 205 GTI, front wheel drive hot hatch. Life's too short to drive boring cars. It's an article on Peugeot 205s and Golf GTIs at the back. Oh hello, there's that Nova again. That attended the last meet. I think I've done 3 videos on these meets. It's a monthly thing, so if you want to see those, check them out on the channel homepage after finishing this one, of course, because You can't be skipping through this video. Oh, no, no, no. Here we have the 911 Targa. This one's not quite as aggressive as at the back as the other one, because this one's a Carrera. Hopefully you can see. What's that focus? Hey, you can see my reflection on there too. Me and my 70s jacket. Anyway, yeah, that one says Carrera on it. So yeah, the Targa was basically just a sort of convertible 911. You just lift off this vinyl thing. I'm not sure where you'd put it, but then you've got a convertible 911, and I'm sure they're plenty fast enough. Last of all, there's a British classic, a Triumph Stag. I have a feeling this one's an automatic. I'll just have a quick look. Ah, yes it is, there you go. Because you could always tell the way the automatic cars sort of jink when they're shifting gears, but still a very, very lovely car. Not sure what engine size, but it's definitely a V8. Stag on the steering wheel. Very sort of traditional British interior, isn't it? All the black leather. Got your seats in the back for children with no legs. Once again, not pristine condition, but definitely usable condition. Not afraid to take it out in the rain. There has actually been a few spots of rain here. But yes, a very, very lovely convertible sports car. Oh, what's this? We've got a 911 GT3 behind. Do get a lot of Porsches at this meet. Porsches and Aston Martins seems to be a theme. There are lots of Porsches over there. I didn't film a lot of the cars coming in actually. Just talking to Steve, the organiser, about the Dodge truck and all sorts of things, and basically just waiting because it's probably been an hour since we've come from here. But yeah, I haven't filmed any arrivals, so sorry about that, but I'll film the departures because that's the most interesting bit probably. Right, let's have a look at some of the cars over there. Actually, forget that. We'll have a look at those cars over there after. I want to have a look at these cars. So there's the organiser Steve's car, the 911 SC, left-hand drive. I think it may be like an American market one that's been exported, just because it's got the chunkier bumpers and the square import registration. And of course it's left-hand drive. You probably can't see it there, but yes, a very, very fun little car. Next to that is what I think is a Mark III Supra. It's a surprisingly large car actually, but obviously not the Mark IV that everybody knows and loves, but this one's just a little bit more obscure. Not as many people know about this. Look at that interior. Racing steering wheel. Interesting wheels. Not much cooling, or at least inventive method of cooling there. Once again, not pristine like that 911, I guess you could say, but still a very, very usable car. And I'm not really expert on the JDM things, but pretty sure that's a Mark III Supra. It's definitely a Toyota Supra. This Mustang was a bit late braking, but he made it. This is the supercharged one. Didn't get this one leaving last time actually, so I'll make sure to get it leaving this time, because I remember thinking that it was quite loud next to the 240Z. Japanese E-Type, some people say, and I can see why. Anyway, we've got this pairing of Caterham's tiny steering wheels. It looks like a bit of fun. You're sat right on the rear axle in these. Shut up with your tongues. You're sat right on the rear axle with these things, so you can feel every sort of shimmy and slip of them. This one looks quite modified. Is that an air filter or something there? Yeah, they're crazy light and really powerful. Here's another Caterham 7. Both still the iconic design. And there's the Porsche 911 GT3, one of the much newer ones. We've got a Land Rover Defender. Yeah, just a Land Rover Defender coming in. Look at some of the 911s. These are known unfavourably probably as the fried egg headlight types. I know not a lot of people like them, you can see the fried egg type, but I prefer the look of the front of the ones before, but I'm sure it's still a great car because they are a great car. And to be honest, when you're sitting in that driver's seat, you don't think about the lights, because you've got that wonderful flat six behind you making a great sound, and I'm sure it's plenty fast. Oh, what's that? I've seen this one a few times. The early 911 Carrera. Howard's been to this meet a few times. It's a bit of a racing car actually because it's got a roll cage, but it is very nice. Followed by that is another VW with Porsche wheels. That's an amusing touch. Anyway, little camper. Air-cooled sounds. We've got a couple of annoying moderns parking up here, but this one's also the one known as the fried egg headlight. This one's the Carrera 4S. Great sounding car again. Right, what have we got over here? Dogs Trust Skoda. Another one of the Porsches. This one looks really modified. Look at those wheels. Also got some racing Porsche brake on there. All very shiny. A reddy interior. There you can see me again, hello. It's a very brave interior, you could say. Ducktail spoiler. This one's the turbo. I think this one's probably a turbo too because it's got an interesting shape of spoiler. Look at that. That's an interesting thing. Slightly different shape of spoiler to that, but both the same shape. Two very nice cars. Then we got a Megane Rs. Oh, I can hear revolutions. Oh, it's that Corvette again. Seen that at every meet I think I've been to. He's definitely a regular attendee. So over here we got the Renault Megane Rs, the heavily modified VW Polo with its 1.2 litre 4-cylinder engine, Porsche Panamera, Ford Focus. I don't think we need to spend too much time looking at those. Vauxhall Nova. I've looked at this one before in the last video, but it is actually a really sort of fun little car. It looks like front wheel drive, I'm pretty sure, but shiny mini lights there, or mini light type wheels. Clearly been modified quite a bit, but it looks like a lot of fun. Next to that, this is a rarity. It's good to keep these things on the road because they'll gradually gain value. Punto Sporting. Quite the contrast here, as you get with this fantastic Combermere meet, Fiat Punto to a Porsche Carrera RS. 2.7 litre, I think, flat 6 engine in the back. Clearly had some modifications, got the sort of racier seats in there, race steering wheel, roll cage, a few stickers, got the Gulf and Hue, I don't know. I love the writing on the sills of these cars. Carrera, oh yes. What a lovely shape of car that is, isn't it? This Corvette's attended the meet a lot. Quad pipe, I think that is called at the back. Interesting shape of rear window actually, look at that. It's taken some fabrication to curve the glass. Very nice shape of car. Next to the Porsche 944, don't see many of these. S2. We've got Steve McQueen on the side, not sure why. Then we have a very early Beetle with sort of more sloped headlights, smaller rear bumper, and headlights are sort of more blended into the wing. The front there, left-hand drive as well. This looks like it's had a bit of an interesting history, got sort of canvas flap sunroof type thing. And beyond that is a lovely Porsche 911T, not the 911, the 911T, one of the earlier ones. Lovely car. That one's got a 2.4 litre flat 6 engine, late 60s, early 70s. Supercharged Mustang. Oh, we've got a VW camper coming in as well. Porsche Cayman. 4 litre flat 6 according to the bottom of the door. 718 Cayman GTS, it says on the back. Then we have the Porsche over there, Mini, next to a bay window camper, the bay window being the later one. And that yellow one that we saw is the earlier one with the split window. It's the Porsche Maneuvers. I'm going to have another look at this 240Z because it's absolutely gorgeous. Got the period modifications with the toe racing thing on the front. Nice period wheels, period stickers GK plugs, not sure what that one is, but yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Racing seats. Cars always look great with period modification, and an example of that is the MGB, but wow, a lot of people are going around saying this is the Japanese E-Type, and to be honest, I'm sorry classic British car enthusiasts, but I probably prefer this to an E-Type, even just because it's just so cool.
I'm getting in your shop, so I'm trying to get out of work.
The E-Type is a lovely car, don't get me wrong, but the Datsun just so unique, and I love the shape of them. Mitsubishi Evo's turned up, Evolution 5, Dodge in the background. Really like those. Hello, we got, I think it's a Lexus or it's got a Toyota in the badge. And that's a Toyota Sora. Oh, I've seen that one before. I've seen that one at Crew Heritage. It sounded very good. Triumph TR4. BMW M2. Alpha Spider, I've seen that one before. Lovely twin cam engine. Very pretty car. So that's a Renault Clio V6. Wow, that's a Renault car. That Lotus Europa's back in the gold leaf F1 livery. With no Jaguar S-Type this time, actually. Also a Porsche behind it. There he is. That Alpha Spider's lovely. The Supra's got its sort of Targa top off. Oh, it's actually an automatic. Wow, with overdrive on there. I don't know why, but that interior and those lights and range in that one look really cool to me. Momo racing steering wheel as well. Very interesting car, I don't see many of them. Alright, I'll have a look at that TR4 over there. This is absolutely lovely. With the sort of crossed tyres, looks like a bit of a rally car thing. Period correct shell, sort of spot lamp covers, a few badges on there, TR register, Goodwood Revival Club or whatever it's called. A little hump in the bonnet there. Great shape of car, I think these are. We have another Alton Park friend. I go to Alton Park all the time. Nice filler cap there as well. Debumping also looks very good. These spotlights are quite rare because all the rally boys like these ones that screw into the back. This one's got a few rally stickers, so maybe it's used, and judging by the amount of mud on it, I guess maybe it is used for rallying. Yeah, you got all the period rally gear in there as well, stopwatch and all. Very cool. Defender, Cayman, and this split window. Let's have a look at it. It's done up with a bit of a seat there. Very sort of upright steering wheel there. Right, I'll go up this bank. My brogues aren't too grippy. Anyway, I'll have to have a look at this lovely Evo 5. All-wheel drive, very nice sounding car. Then we have this Renault Sport Clio V6. These are really rare. Rear engine V6 in there. Lovely car. I think this might have been like one of two that I've seen, but they are very rare and desirable. And you can see why. I can hear something. Oh, it's just a motorbike. Thought I could hear something interesting. But yeah, the Clio V6 is a very nice car. Oh, hello. XK120 with leather straps on the bonnet. That's nice. Lovely sounding engine. Jaguar straight 6. You can see my reflection again in the window of the Clio V6. Oh, that's ruined my exposure. That was a Honda S2000. 9,000 RPM red line. Oh, there's another one somewhere else actually. Lovely interior there. It's a big meet today. We're getting all the way down here, and we thought we put the Dodge quite far down, but yeah, cars are going all that way. This Jag's a lovely car, isn't it? Sorry, this is actually an XK140. Honda S2000's parked next to it. absolutely lovely looking car, isn't it? I've seen this one before once. Just look at that interior. I would probably prefer these to an E-Type, to be honest, just because they're a bit different, obviously older. And while the E-Type is a gorgeous looking car, this is just amazing, isn't it? Electric fan's gone off now, so I can not have to raise my voice. Got a little, is that an aftermarket reverse light or something there? To an exhaust, something like a 3.4 Jaguar straight 6. I like the way that the doors sort of blend into the rear arch and then they sort of go back up again for the front of the car. Looks good on leather straps. Looks like a few flies are perished here, but still very nice on that. Nice Lucas lamps. A couple of spotlights as well, spot lamps. That looks very nice. It's nice to see actually a few older cars such as the TR4 and Stag. There are a lot more, but last time there was a concerning proportion of modern cars to old cars, but don't worry, classic car enthusiasts, there's quite a bit here for you today. Beyond the Lotus Europa, I looked at that in my last video, so I won't spend too long on it. We have this lovely Alfa Romeo 2000 Spider. This is one of the earlier ones with the more chrome bumpers, because some of the later ones I think went a bit strange, you could say, with the sort of plastic bumpers, a lot more like that, but this is absolutely lovely, isn't it? I love the headlight casings, little brand on there as well. Just what a nice shape of car that is, isn't it? So swoopy and smooth. This is why probably Alfa Romeo is probably my favourite brand of car. It's because their classic cars are so elegant. That's definitely one of my favourites here today. Lovely sounding twin cam engine. Pininfarina. He's certainly done a good job with this one. Yeah, lovely car, isn't it? Here is the Toyota Sora I saw a while ago at the Crew Heritage Meet. And here we have a Toyota V300 Aristo. I think one name for these is a boosted barge, because I think this fits the criteria. So a lowered sort of executive saloon car. I'm sure it's got some sort of big engine under there, but that looks a bit exciting, as does the Sora. 240Z's engine on show. Oh, there's a Ferrari California. Seen that one here a few times. There's the engine. Oh, that's a lovely unit. That is a beautiful engine. Twin carb, sorry, triple carb. Wow, that's a lovely engine. Great sound. You can tell how much I like these, can't you? Wow. I think the 240Z will be off soon. This should sound good if the wind doesn't wreak havoc. Lovely car. It's a bit like a sort of Japanese GT6, isn't it? Same idea, sort of small GT car, 6-cylinder engine up front, swoopy lines, very, very beautiful car. Although quite a bit more expensive than a GT6. Oh, that's a sweet sounding engine. Sporty MGB's off. Once again, people are gathering at the exit to get the Corvette leaving. Evo's off soon. There he is. Very cool car. These are crazy money now. M2 Competizione will be off soon. Which way is he going? Oh, he's coming this way. Ford Pop drag cars turned up. Bright yellow, like our MX-5. Oh, Dad's got in the way again. It's a pretty crazy thing. Look at these side pipes on that. Humongous rear tyres. This VW doesn't know where he's going. It's amazing how much bigger modern cars are than the old cars, because this, for example, this 911, it's sort of compact, and it probably would have been a sort of larger car for its day, but that's just an SUV. It's loads bigger than a sports car. I just think that cars are a bit better, like not as fat and more compact like this one. But some of them are just getting a bit big. I think these Porsches are leaving in the annoying way because they're going down there and making me walk. Well, hello. Didn't see that one. It's a sweet sounding car. I'll have to jog my way down here as usual to get them leaving. Now, where are they? Ah, they've gone on to the furthest away exit, of course. I'd imagine they'd be coming out of this exit here. Well, not. Or are they? I see one just through there. Oh, are they turning around? Oh, I think I have to go back up again. I'm going to go back up again. That was a bit of a waste of time. The Cars and Caffeine meet at the old Pigo Cafe at Combermere really does serve up a lot of variety for cars. We've seen Porsches, new and old, classic cars, Japanese cars, JDM, all sorts here. I'd recommend, if you find yourself in the Cheshire area, have a look at Cars and Caffeine on Facebook, and then you can find out when these meets are. They're on monthly, but it's a great little sort of impromptu meet to go to. Yes, I am. They didn't leave. They didn't leave. Yeah, yeah, I think they were just turning around or something. So that was a bit of a waste of time. Is something leaving now? Can there's something running? Ah, it's the Carrera. I filmed it leaving like 2 times already, but it never gets old. It is a lovely car, isn't it?
One car leaving, that's probably the one.
Yeah. The Carrera RS is off. This is a gorgeous car, isn't it? I filmed it leaving so many times before, but it never gets old when it's something like this. And of course the wind comes on as soon as I'm trying to film some cars. Audi R8 V10. It's a strange gear change noise, wasn't it? Porsche Cayman's also leaving now. Nova's off. Panamera goes. The Alpha Spider will be off soon. Lovely Alpha twin cam. GT3 is back. Oh, he's leaving this way now. These sound good. GT3 sounded amazing, lovely little throaty sound. Then now leaving is another Porsche. think this is the 993 shaped Targa. There's a BMW Z3. Haven't seen that one. I think the Mustang is going to. I think it's only about 780 horsepower, so yeah, a bit leery. Potential to be leery. This could be interesting. That GT3 RS sounded amazing. Maybe we'll get some supercharger whines. It is a supercharged engine after all. Which way is he going? Oh, he's off that way. That's a lot of power. The patrons will be off soon. As will something else, because I just heard something else start up. I think it's the Portofino. Oh, and the F-Light there. The Audi's screeching the tyres a bit. Alright, the Ferrari will be off soon, but Triumph. I think that's like a new bike looking a bit like an old bike. Oh, we've got the Caterhams as well. Quite the contrast there. Gorgeous Series 1 E-Type. Wow, that's a lovely car. Roadster as well. Pretty car. Got that 996. Oh, the 911T will be going soon. 911T. Oh, that's a good sound. VTEC noises from the S2000. Series 1 E-Type's gorgeous. Very, very pretty car. Enzo Ferrari, of course, famously saying the most beautiful car in the world, and from here I can see why. I think the Super will be going soon. We also got a couple of Porsches manoeuvring, including this 996. Going to have to wait a bit for the traffic because it's quite a busy road, but it's a nice straight road as well, which means some nice acceleration noises. Such as that GTI, and then this is nice. Supra's off.
Is that a Supra?
Fiat Punto's off. Split window VW. shifted. Triumph Stag. That VW really shifted. Ferrari 458. Jag and Beetle are off. Oh, there's the TA4. It's a lovely car. Anyway, Beetle. Air-cooled sounds. XK140, straight 6 sounds. GT3's off. Speedy. The lovely Series 1 E-Type Roadster will be off. We actually know this guy, lives just down the road, and he's got a Mark III GT6 and an Austin Healey, so he's certainly got good taste. He's had that car for 35 years. Beautiful car. Oh, that sounds good. But I think with that, we're going to wrap up this video. Most people have gone, although the Lotus will be leaving soon, so I might as well get that, but Dodge might take a bit of turning around because we're probably going to have to bring it up there and do things, so we have to wait until everything's gone. But I think that's it for today. If you like this, please subscribe to the channel. Check out the channel homepage for my other Combermere car meets at the Old Piggery Cafe and all sorts of other car related videos, sports cars, classic cars, anything like that. But yep, check out that. Remember to subscribe. Comment what was your favourite car here, anything like that. I'd love to hear you in the comments. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Oh, hello. And you thought the video was over. Now it is. Bye.